Hello there, world of tankers. Welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Droodles Blitz, and in today's video, I'll be playing in the Tier 7 German tech tree tank destroyer, the Sturmill. Now, a lot of people think that, for some reason, this is a really bad vehicle. Heck, Wattby Joe made a whole video saying that he 3-marked the worst tank in the game, and trust me, this is not the worst tank in the game. Joe, if you're watching this video, I better see a Vindicator 3-mark at some point. But the reason a lot of people call this tank bad is due to its mobility. It only has a top speed of 30, it reverses at 12, and it's pretty poorly armored. However, that's not actually true. See, first of all, this vehicle has reticle calibration, which allows it to be insanely accurate. But not only that, it also features gear oil, and gear oil saves this tank. It increases its top speed from 30 to 36, and it increases its reverse speed from 12 to 18. That is huge, getting that reverse speed buff. It takes this vehicle from being slow to actually pretty maneuverable. It already has crazy good traverse speed. It has 51 degrees a second, so you don't need traverse speed, so improved fuel isn't necessary. So you have actually decent mobility with the provisions, you have really good accuracy, and let's not even get started on the gun. This is a tier 9 gun on a tier 7 tank. It has 250 mils of AP pen with 460 damage per shot. It has great damage per minute at 2,200, it's accurate, and it only has a 2.8 second aiming time. This tank also has 14 degrees. Actually, it might even be 15 degrees. Yeah, 15 degrees of gun depression, meaning that it has the most gun depression in tier 7. You add all that together, and yeah, I actually believe the Sturmill is an incredibly dangerous tank. I think people that tell you this thing is not good don't actually know how to play it, and they're just sitting there yapping. I also just love the look of this tank. I've always thought it looks very cool. Now, there are downsides. It has horrible armor, it's large, and it still isn't the fastest. But it doesn't really matter, because as long as you know what you're doing, you can seriously put out a punch. You can see here, our base top speed of 30, but there you go, 31, 32, 33, 36. And 36 is totally fine in terms of mobility. We are not struggling at all to get up to speed, and yeah, I don't really find it an issue. So we are going to keep on going. I was really hoping that somebody on our team is going to go spot up C Hill, but that's obviously not the case, so we're going to continue heading over towards A side. The thing is, with 15 degrees of gun depression, which you can see here, we can quite easily work this hill. And again, we are way faster than our heavies with this double gear oil, so we're totally chilling. Let's go over here, and now we have to get up the hill. So we have the enemy Peter right in front, and I'm not going to be able to hit him right now. The one downside of running double gear oil and not improved fuel is that our acceleration is worse. So climbing uphill, for example, yeah, we're probably not going to be the fastest. But it's not really a problem, because we are going to dominate once we do get up this hill. So let's keep going, and let's see what we can do. We have the enemy Peter, who... oh, keep going, and... is he just going to run for me? That's your plan. It's to kill yourself by running from me. Okay. Interesting decision. Well, goodbye. Ooh, and an ammo rack to top it off. Alright, well, that's pretty good. We have the enemy Annihilator all the way in the back over here, and let's see if we can get some damage into them. I don't want to position myself in a way that I'm going to be nuked, of course, so we'll see. Let's chill right here, and boom, there you go. Look at that damage. Oh my god, 660. As I said, this thing hits so incredibly hard, and they're still pushing, which is an interesting decision. But be my guest, I guess, right? Let's push over here. We have the enemy Annihilator again, and there you go. Annihilator's gone, 433 hit points taken off of him. And then we have the Churchill W, who's pushing the Juno. And once again, the penetration of this vehicle is so much that there's literally nothing this Churchill can do, and that player's out of the game. So we've completely dominated the heavy flank so far. Now we just have to head over towards more heavies, I guess, right? We have the enemy Rebelde, which I'm going to aim in on. Oh, we hit that! That's insane! This aiming time, especially paired with reticle cali, it's actually broken. It is. It's broken as heck. We have the enemy Silencer, who gets a shell into that player, and I'm hoping that if we aim right over here, never mind. But look at that aiming time. Like, even without having the reticle cali active, that is still a very, very quick aiming time. So, in this battle, we ended up dealing 2,400, and we literally crapped on everything. The fact that you have 15 degrees of gun depression means that it's actually surprisingly flexible. Like, what was that enemy team supposed to do when I'm sitting there and I'm staring at them like this? I mean, look at how much gun depression that is. That's wild. I can literally shoot tanks below me right there. So pretty good first game, I'd say. I'm interested to see what the 3 mark value is of this vehicle. We'll take a look in just a second. We did 2,400 and we got a second class. To 3 mark this tank, oh my god, that's low. 155 XP. To put into your mind how low that is, the Vindicator, when I 3 marked it, was over 217 XP. So that means the Vindicator was 70 XP higher than the Sturmill. But the reason why that's the case is because nobody plays the Sturmill, and there are actually people that play the Vindicator. So let's try one more battle, and we'll see how truly horrible of a vehicle this is. But honestly, the one thing I always tell you guys is don't listen to everything you hear. There are so many videos saying, don't play the 60 TP because it has a bad ammo rack. And like, sure, the 60 TP does have a weak ammo rack, but it's not really a big problem. I've been ammo racked 3 times in the vehicle with the 1,500 games I've played in it. That means 1 out of 500 battles, you might get ammo racked. Now sure, if you drive out sideways and expose your weak point, maybe, but generally in vehicles that have weaker ammo racks, you learn what to do and what not to do. So if I'm driving a 60 TP, I'm not going to show my corner cutout to a 183. It's the same thing with this tank. I'm not going to let a smasher touch me, you know? So it all requires brain power, but let's see what we can do here. Let's head over towards the heavy flank, because a lot of hit points to farm, and we'll see what we can do. Okay, the one thing I like about this tank is that it has really, really good pen. 250 pen. It doesn't get premium shells, but you don't need it. 250 pen is more than enough to cut through just about every single tank, whether it's tier 7s or tier 8s. So we're going to go right over here, and we're going to chill in this position. And if anything gets spotted, I'm more than confident we'll be able to cut through it. So there you go. Ooh, I thought that M6 was crossing a little bit sooner, and unfortunately, we did not get that shell out. But hopefully, we will. There you go. Right through the M6 for 400 damage. And you can see that we have good reverse speed. Like, the fact of the matter is, because we are running double gear oil, we have the ability to back into cover, which is what this vehicle was missing. So there you go, 430 into the enemy Tiger. We're still not spotted, because that's what tank destroyer camo values allow you to do. So we reload again, 3, 2, 1, and boom, there you go. Horrible roll. 360 is the worst roll I could have possibly asked for. Ow! Okay, I guess their whole team's waiting for me. That sucks. That's my fault. I should have backed in the cover the moment I got spotted, but oh well. We'll just back up a bit over here, and we'll chill in this position. This should be generally pretty safe as it is. Hoping that my VK spots the M6, but it doesn't look like he's going to do that, and it looks like nobody else on our team's going to spot either, so this is looking pretty bad right now. Huh. Okay. Well, I'll just chill here. We've got our camo net active, and there you go. M6 is detected. Go for that corner cutout. There's 405. We are not spotted. With camo net active, we have 65% camo, which is more than enough to get the job done. So, keep on waiting. I have a feeling that Forest Witch at some point is going to make a poke, right? I mean, they have to. We're already up to 1,600, which is pretty good, but I do feel like we're going to see somebody make a play at some point, right? Let's see, M6, he's thinking about it, but he's a one-shot, so I really don't expect to see much happen there. Type 68 killed our teammate. That player's dead as well. I'm just a little worried if I make an aggression, I might get, you know, caught in a really bad spot and die, so that's the only thing I'm slightly worried about. But their team's really not doing great, so I think we can play aggressive. We have the enemy Tiger spotted, and we have all these other vehicles over here. There you go, that player's dead. We're going to move up myself, and let's see what we can do. There's the Tiger. Boom. 439 into that player. That's pretty good. We got to reload for a few more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and okay, we have the shot. Nice. Let's see. Tiger, hoping they continue to back up this way. Come on, keep backing up. Boom, there you go. Another 453. That puts us up to 2,500 damage now. VK also gets a shell into the Tiger, so that's pretty good. However, that Forest Witch is a pretty big threat still, and I don't want to be shot by it. So, we are going to back up, and we are going to be smart. Yeah, let's chill over here. Let's see, we have the SU-152, who gets a huge chunk into that player. That's a big W. Alright, let's see. I'm going to aim it on the Forest Witch. Well, I guess I'm not, but it's okay, because the SU's still alive. And with the SU still alive, the Forest Witch is most likely going to focus that player over me. They get tracked, which means I can aim in on the side of their vehicle. Not able to HE pen them, but we still brought them down to 168 hit points, and I'm up to 3,200 damage, so that's all pretty dang good. Alright, well, let's just chill here, and let's see if the force switch is going to poke. Oh, there they are, and goodbye. Not really sure why they poked that, but they did, and they threw their game away because of that. Okay, well, we are up to 3,400. And, yeah, I genuinely think that people who call this vehicle bad don't know what bad is. There you go. Reticle Cali for the win, allowing us to snap the shell into the Type 58. 3,600 damage, 3 kills, and we dominated. The only reason I even lost health was because I didn't back into cover. I genuinely think that the Sturmill's great, and I'm sure that people will disagree with me, but we didn't even get a first class for this game. And we are the reason we won. I carried. I did my job. This thing's a beast. So don't listen to everything you hear on the internet. And listen, this is no hate towards Joe or any other content creators. It's just the fact of the matter that people shouldn't take everything they hear at face value. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.